Every AI model is flunking medicine, and LMArena proposes a fix. ZDNET's key takeaways. AI frontier models fail to provide safe and accurate output on medical topics. LMArena and DataTecnica aim to rigorously test LLM's medical knowledge. It's not clear how agents and medicine-specific LLMs will be measured. Get more in-depth ZDNET tech coverage. Add us as a preferred Google source. cc.zdnet.com/v1 OTC00HQIC47EQL. Element label, add us as a preferred Google source. Module link, object type, text link, object_UID 4B541F7 B42A 3B1EB2B9. Position 1, template, article, track code, click ID. URL, https://www.google.com/preferences b/source b/q@_x_tet_/200-258/absolute/link text q58/starting view instance UID 36A 521986D. A link to /UI track. Despite the numerous AI advances in medicine cited throughout scholarly literature, all generative AI programs fail to produce output that is both safe and accurate when dealing with medical topics. According to a new report, https://news.lmarena.ai.introducing BiomedArena by startupdatatechnica.com and CARD, the U.S. National Institutes of Health Center for Alzheimer's and Related Dementias at the National Institute on Aging. The finding is especially concerning given that people are going to bots such as ChatGPT for medical answers. And research shows https://www.zdnet.com article patients trust AI's medical advice over doctors even when it's wrong, that people trust AI's medical advice over the advice of doctors even when it's wrong. Also, patients trust AI's medical advice over doctors even when it's wrong, study finds. https://biobiobio.com/patients trust AI's medical advice over doctors even when it's wrong, study finds. The new study comparing OpenAI's GPT-5 with numerous models from Google, Anthropic, and Meta on a benchmark of medical science, CARD Biomed Bench 10.110151.63272 finds that performance in real-world biomedical research remains far from adequate. The CARD Biomed Bench Benchmark Suite, a question-and-answer benchmark for evaluating LLMs in biomedical research, was unveiled earlier this year in a collaboration between DataTecnica and CARD researchers. Disclosure: Ziff Davis, ZDNet's parent company, filed an April 2025 lawsuit against OpenAI, alleging it infringed Ziff Davis copyrights in training and operating its AI systems. A knowledge gap in medicine. No current model reliably meets the reasoning and domain-specific knowledge demands of biomedical scientists, according to DataTecnica and NIH's CARD. The report concludes that current models are simply too lax and too fuzzy to meet the standards of medicine. This fundamental gap highlights the growing mismatch between general AI capabilities and the needs of specialized scientific communities. Biomedical researchers work at the intersection of complex, evolving knowledge and real-world impact. They don't need models that sound correct. They need tools that help uncover insights, reduce error, and accelerate the pace of discovery. The study echoes findings from other benchmark tests related to medicine. For example, in May, OpenAI unveiled HealthBench, https://openai-healthbench- shows AI's medical advice is improving, but who will listen? A suite of text prompts concerning medical situations and conditions that could reasonably be submitted to a chatbot by a person seeking medical advice. That study found that while performance has improved over time, including cost-adjusted performance and reliability, significant headroom still exists in current models' ability to engage in health-related conversations and workflows. However, other studies have found that LLMs make progress on tests of general physician knowledge, such as a study published this month, https://archive.org, PDF 2508-0824, by scholars at Emory University School of Medicine. Those tests, including MedQA, involve different kinds of scoring than the CARD Biomed Bench, and they don't cover the kinds of medical science topics that are the focus of CARD Biomed Bench. Also, OpenAI's Health Bench shows AI's medical advice is improving, but who will listen? https://www.zdnet.com/articles/OpenAI's Health Bench shows AI's medical advice is improving. Expanding the benchmark to address the gap between AI models and medicine, DataTecnica have teamed up with LMArena.ai. https://www.zdnet.com/articles/OpenAI's Health Bench shows AI's medical advice. cc.znet.com OTC OTK E47EQNEWNT. Element label LMArena AI. Module text link object UID AF3417E/FDCHTGPS. View instance UID AA3B2F56549E19 533B6ABD57, which ranks AI models. Together, LMArena and DataTecnica plan to expand what's called BiomedArena. https BiomedArena AI/battle, a leaderboard that lets people compare AI models side by side and vote on which ones perform the best. Also, Meta's Llama 4 herd controversy and AI contamination explained. https://www.Meta's Llama 4 herd controversy and AI contamination. BiomedArena is meant to be specific to medical research, rather than very general-purpose leaderboards. The BiomedArena work is already used by scientists at the Intramural Research Program of the U.S. National Institutes of Health, they note, where scientists pursue high-risk, high-reward projects that are often beyond the scope of traditional academic research due to their scale, complexity, or resource demands. The BiomedArena work, according to the LMArena team, will focus on tasks and evaluation strategies grounded in the day-to-day realities of biomedical discovery, from interpreting experimental data and literature to assisting in hypothesis generation and clinical translation. Also, you can track the top AI image generators via this new leaderboard and vote for your favorite two. https://www.znet.com/article/ you can track the top AI image generators via this new leaderboard. As related back in June, https://www.znet.com/article/ you can track the top AI image generators via this new leaderboard and vote for your favorite two. LMArena was originally founded as a research initiative through UC Berkeley with the name Chatbot Arena. https://www.znet.com/article/chatbot showdown and Bing Chat put to a real-world test, and has since become a full-fledged platform with financial support from UC Berkeley, A16Z, Sequoia Capital, and elsewhere. Where could they go wrong? Two big questions loom for this new benchmark effort. First, studies with doctors have shown that Gen AI's usefulness expands dramatically when AI models are hooked up to databases. https://www.article hooking up generative AI to medical data improved usefulness for doctors of gold standard medical information, with dedicated large language models, LLMs, able to outperform the top frontier models just by tapping into information. Also, hooking up generative AI to medical data improved usefulness for doctors. https://www.article hooking up generative AI to medical data improved usefulness for doctors. From today's announcement, it's not clear how LMArena and DataTecnica plan to address that aspect of AI models, which really is a kind of agentic capability, the ability to tap into resources. Without measuring how AI models use external resources, the benchmark could have limited utility. Second, numerous medicine-specific LLMs are being developed all the time, including Google's MedPalm program introduced 2 years ago. https://www.zdnet.com/article/Google's MedPalm emphasizes human clinicians in medical AI. The work so far has tested only general frontier models. Also, Google's MedPalm emphasizes human clinicians in medical AI. https://www.zdnet.com/article/Google's MedPalm emphasizes human clinicians in medical AI. That's a perfectly valid choice on the part of LMArena and DataTecnica, but it does leave out a whole lot of important effort.